All right. Hey there. This is Mimi Brown with NSA Michigan TV, and I am so delighted to hang out with one of my very favorite people in the whole wide world, Eleni Kelakos, former past president of NSA Michigan. And Eleni is going to be one of our featured speakers at our Speaker Masterclass coming up on April 8th. And so Eleni is going to talk to us a little bit about her background, about what she's going to talk about on April 8th. And so, hey, Eleni, how are you, friend?
Hi, I'm just so excited to talk to you.
Well, you know, I'm excited. When I knew I had this opportunity, I was like, ooh, I just get goosebumps. So Eleni, tell us a little bit about how you got started as a professional speaker. What's your story around that?
Well, I started out as an obsessive actress in New York and Los Angeles, and then I turned into an obsessive touring singer and songwriter. And through that process, in many ways, I learned how to show up in front of an audience. I learned how to manage my fear. I learned how to show who I was with eyeballs on me. And it dawned on me that maybe I could help other people do this too. So, oh gosh, 2003, I hung up my shingle as a presence and presentation coach at around the same time that I began to put myself out as a speaker. I had discovered the National Speakers Association, and I'd already been out there doing workshops and helping people bring themselves to the moment and use their voices and make sound and kind of activate themselves publicly. And I found the National Speakers Association, and that was it for me. I found my people, found my people.
I love it. That's how I felt my very first NSA meeting.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
I thought my phone was up in my bag.
You know what? But you're so modeling what we need to do in the midst of craziness. So I'm cool with that. So you talked a little bit about hanging your shingle as a presentation skills coach and also as a speaker. Is that what you're going to focus on for the April 8th event? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I am. I am a performance nut in the sense that I am all about peak performance under pressure. And so what I'm going to do is help the people who are there in the audience, all of you watching this. I'm going to convince you of the value of thinking like an actor, because this is my background, and embrace preparation tools, various preparation tools in terms of how you put the material together, how you make it your own, and how you help yourself when you are on deck in a pre-performance situation. Having to calm yourself, center yourself, and bring yourself to an aliveness that ignites what I call your transformational presence, your ability to be who you are without apology when others are watching in what I call a spotlight moment. That's what I'm going to focus on.
I love it. I'm getting goosebumps just hearing you talk about it. And being one of your clients, I'm a little biased, but that transformational presence point I think is so important, because as people, as speakers, as business owners, being authentically who you are on and off stage is so important. And when you're able to harness that, that just ratchets your skill level up to another level. So
that's exactly right. And as an always actress, I was going to say, you never give that up. But what I know is that theater tools, acting tools, encourage you to bring your truth. Acting is not about faking. It's about revealing who you are and revealing your truth. So you have to help yourself get to a point where you can do that, right? In spite of limiting beliefs and all kinds of weird issues that come up in a performance scenario.
Fantastic. And, I think so many of us, whether you're just getting started as a speaker or you've been a more seasoned speaker, you grapple with that a little bit and exposing yourself. But I find that when you're able to stand in your brilliance, that your audience gets more from the experience, and so do you.
Yes, absolutely. And I really believe, again, this is the actor in me speaking, that, we spend our lives as actors bettering ourselves, moving toward mastery, as I like to call it. And so I don't care where you are in your trajectory as a speaker, whether you're just beginning, you've been doing it for a long time. We move to different levels, different performance arenas where the stakes are higher and higher and higher. That day you get asked to be on Good Morning America because you've put your third book out there, is the day that you sphincter up, right? And shut down potentially because you've never been in that arena before. So as speakers, we have to learn to help ourselves no matter where we are in our trajectory and our growth and our development, to help show up in a spotlight moment, whatever it is.
So it sounds like, Eleni, from what you're saying, whether you're just getting started in this arena or you've been a seasoned pro, people can absolutely, if they come on April 8th, they will have some great takeaways to help them in their business.
Yeah, they absolutely will. They'll think differently about how they prepare. I'm going to teach you also in the context of this, one of my favorite tools, what I call my fishbone presentation creation tool. It's a way of conceiving of a presentation, but it's also a way of keeping you focused and a way of teaching your brain how to remember what it is that you're there to do. Because I'm a really big believer that there's freedom in the form. Preparation allows you to surrender to the stage. When you are prepared with the material, with the content, when you have prepared your body, your voice, and your head, where Mo and Schmo, those little judgers, live, the ones who spout the limiting beliefs, when you've prepared in that vein, you've done that work, you can let it all go when you step out onto the stage. You give yourself permission to surrender to the moment right now and connect with your audience, which is, to me, everything.
I agree with you. Oh, it's so important, because I've caught myself as a speaker worrying about what's on the outline instead of really being there. And I'm guessing that if people, when they arrive, when they walk out of that room after your presentation, they will have tools to help them be better in the moment in that way.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about being able to be better in the moment. So I know that by the time I'm done with my presentation, people will leave with a new way of looking at how they come at their presentations, a new way of thinking about how they prepare, and some very simple tools and techniques that they can use now and, frankly, forever.
Wow, that's worth the price of admission right there. That is fantastic. So, Eleni, as we wrap up this conversation today, because I know you are a very busy lady, so I'm so happy that you took the time out to spend some time with us today. What advice would you give to speakers who are, just getting started, or they may be struggling a little bit in that preparation piece? What would be one takeaway that you would recommend for them?
I would say reach out to the National Speakers Association community for one, and find your tribe, find your people, and open yourself up to learning and growth and development. I would say that, to me, for myself, that was such a huge component of this for me. I was able to see that others were in the same boat and learn from them, and learn from people who were a few steps ahead of me, which helped me really save some time and effort. But I would also say, just do it. I'm a really big advocate of putting yourself out there, giving it a go, falling on your tush, getting up and doing it again. We get good. Confidence comes from getting good. I mean, really good. It's something that you're ordinarily not so great at. So I say, do it again and again and again. Put yourself out there and learn from it. This is how actors think. Let me try it. Let me try it again. And let me try it again. That is what I say makes for a confident speaker who's finally able to just be when eyeballs are on them.
That's fantastic advice, because I remember you saying to me before, stop getting ready to get ready.
That's right. I said, Mimi, just put yourself out there, my friend. And I really sincerely believe that. Speaking begets speaking. And we get so lost in our head wanting to be perfect. And as I always say, it's not about being perfect. It's about being human, accessible, and real.
Well, fantastic. Well, Eleni, thanks so much for your time today.
You're
I
welcome.
know I'm going to be there on April 8th at Go to Where Meetings Matter for the Speaker Masterclass. And I can't wait to hear your presentation and take away all those fun tidbits for preparation. So this is Mimi Brown, Director of Marketing for NSA Michigan, for NSA TV signing off. We'll see you the next time. Thanks.